Hey guys, Dr. Jamie Richards again with my colleague Dr. Francois, and we are here for part 2 of the video series, Get Your Kids Off the Couch. If you don't remember part 1 or you didn't watch it, go back and watch part 1. There's a lot of valuable content in there that you're going to want to see, but the main point of all this is you got to get your kids off the couch. I don't care if they're 4, if they're 6, 8, 10, 12, or they're 16 years old, we need to get them off the couch. We're in an epidemic, obesity rates are on the climb, childhood diabetes, ADD, ADHD, focus, concentration, all these things that in some part can be resolved through exercise and fitness. How do we do it? We make fitness fun. So last time we talked about things like obstacle courses, challenges, all kinds of fun ways to get your kids moving and getting them to start to think about fitness as something they enjoy doing. Now what happens when they actually start enjoying it, they're loving it, they're having a great time doing it? Now we need to scale it up, so we need to make it more difficult. So let's talk today about some of the ways we can make it more difficult. We saw the other day a couple different movements. You saw us using the rope. So I'll have Dr. Francois demonstrate. He's going to show you how, what if your child couldn't do a rope climb? Well, they could modify this into a modified rope climb. So you can see a lot of the movements are the same. He's going to pull himself up, but instead of pulling himself all the way to the top, he's just pulling himself to standing. Now, if you want to go to the top, you can still do the same thing. He's going to jump up. There's a specific foothold that he's going to use. He's going to go ahead and push himself up the rope. Now, you'd be surprised at how many kids, even young kids, 4, 6, 8 years old, can do the rope climb. If your kids are fit and they're generally athletic, for the most part, their strength to body weight ratio is really, really good. It's adults that have a more difficult time doing this and where it gets more challenging. So let's talk about the squat. Now, squat is a fundamental movement pattern. That means your child should be able to squat into a normal position. So watch Francois. You can see the heels are down, the bum is back, the spine is in a nice upright position. First of all, your kids need to be able to do this. It's a natural movement for them, and it's a good indicator of structural health and something you're going to want to have in place as they're growing and developing. But if they're able to do that, the next step could be adding resistance. So we could add a kettlebell, maybe not to the same weight that Francois is using, but we could use a kettlebell, do a goblet squat. Okay? And you could obviously scale that even more. One of the questions you're probably asking now is, well, when is it too early to add resistance for my child's training? And the answer will be in video number 3. So we're going to talk about the myths, the challenges, and how to keep kids healthy when they're doing their fitness activities. So come back for video 3, we'll go over it there. The other one would be a push-up. So a push-up is another normal, generic, primal movement for the body. So we should all be able to push ourselves up off the ground. We can scale it to a box. If that's not going to work, we could go down to the ground, go to the knees, and we've seen this one before. Or we could go into a normal full push-up, and that would be ideal. Again, it doesn't matter if you're 4, 6, 10, or 13. These are movements the human body is designed to do, and we really should be able to do those. So, what do we want to learn from today? That once kids are engaged and they're enjoying it, you do need to add difficulty to it. Not just for them to continue to get results, but also to keep the engagement up. And kids like that. They want to know that they're progressing. They want to know that they're getting better. And so one of the ways to do that is to increase difficulty. The challenge is if you don't know how to do that, you don't know how to do it properly in an injury-free way, then that's where coaching and supervision is necessary. So not to say you have to be a part of the Fit Club in order to do this. You can do it on your own. Just make sure as you're scaling up, which you will need to do, you either know what you're doing or you get some coaching and supervision to do it. So stay tuned for video 3, where we will talk about some of the challenges, the difficulties, when is the right time to introduce resistance training. We'll cover all those in the next video. I'm Dr. Jamie Richards, Dr. Francois. Make it a great day.